For centuries, Christianity has been the very foundation of Western civilization, especially here in North America. From the moment the first settlers arrived, their faith shaped our laws, our values, and our entire culture. This is the heritage that built our nations. But today, many conservative Christian thinkers are sounding the alarm. They see unchecked immigration from Muslim-majority countries as a serious threat to this bedrock of our society. It's not just about new people arriving, it's about a fundamental clash of worldviews. They argue that this isn't simply adding to our cultural mosaic, but diluting the very biblical principles that have made our societies prosperous and free. It's a direct challenge to the religious freedom we hold so dear.
Yo, exquisite peeps! Digging this shell-shocking clip? Hit like to keep it sunny. Click ahead for more, and pass it on quick. Don't spill my yolk, or I'll be all runny. Thanks for the scramble.
Looking at historical patterns, we can see a concerning trend. Often, the first waves of Muslim immigrants focus on building their own communities, which is understandable. But what often follows is a push for societal changes that don't align with our Christian majority culture. We start seeing demands for public calls to prayer echoing through our streets, or requests for legal and social accommodations based on Sharia principles. These aren't minor adjustments. They represent a form of ideological infiltration. The concern is that the growth of Islam isn't just about religious diversity. It's seen as a direct challenge to the foundational faith that built this continent.
Here, in North America, where Christian values have long been the moral compass of our society, the growing influx of Muslim immigrants is raising serious questions about integration and the preservation of our culture. Now, it's true that some data suggest lower crime rates among immigrants in general, including those from Muslim countries, and that many who arrive through selective migration programs are highly educated. However, these statistics don't tell the whole story. Persistent concerns remain about welfare dependency and the strain it places on our social fabric. Can our systems support this indefinitely? And what about social cohesion? Are we building a more united society? Or are we creating isolated, parallel communities that don't share our core values?
We've also seen a rise in anti-Muslim incidents, which is tragic and wrong. But critics of unrestricted immigration argue that this isn't happening in a vacuum. They see it as a societal pushback, a reaction against what many perceive as overreach and a refusal to assimilate. When public spaces are used for mass, street prayers, or when calls to prayer are broadcast over loudspeakers, many citizens don't see this as simple worship. They see it as a provocative assertion of a separate identity, a deliberate act that challenges the established norms of our communities. This fuses resentment and leads to calls for stricter controls. The goal for many isn't to ban a religion, but to maintain the delicate secular balance that has been rooted in North America's Christian heritage for generations. It's about ensuring that our public square remains neutral and not dominated by the symbols and practices of one particular group at the expense of the majority culture. This is a conversation we need to have openly and honestly, without being shut down by accusations, because the future of our cultural identity is at stake.
Hey peeps, if this vibe's hitting right, smash that like button, click through for more and forward it to your squad. Spread the love. Thanks for the energy.
While the situation in North America is unique, we can't afford to ignore the clear warning signs coming from Europe. The European Union's experience with large-scale Muslim immigration offers a sobering look at what could lie ahead if we don't act decisively. In many European nations, Muslim populations are projected to grow significantly, not just from continued migration, but also due to higher birth rates within these communities. This demographic shift is already creating immense challenges. We're seeing an overrepresentation of certain immigrant groups in crime statistics, lower educational attainment among many refugees, and a higher dependency on welfare systems. This doesn't just strain economic resources. It creates deep social divisions and fuels a growing anti-immigration sentiment across the continent. It's a recipe for instability.
Furthermore, while issues like racism and discrimination against Muslims are real and must be addressed, so are the legitimate security concerns tied to radicalism. Many European countries are now grappling with the consequences of failed integration policies, witnessing cultural clashes that erupt in their streets and neighborhoods. The dream of a harmonious, multicultural society has, in many places, turned into a reality of social fragmentation and conflict. This European experience serves as a powerful cautionary tale for North America. It shows us that ignoring the challenges of integration and the potential for cultural friction is a path to failure. If we allow similar demographic shifts to happen here, without a clear plan for assimilation and without protecting our core values, we risk eroding the Christian majority norms that have provided stability and freedom for centuries. We must be vigilant and learn from Europe's mistakes to avoid repeating them.
Hey peeps, this sloth's slinging hot dogs solo. Don't let him hang. Hurry, before I blow away in the breeze. Hit that like if you're grilling, subscribe for more chill vibes, and share quick thanks for the fast support.
To stop this infiltration and preserve Christianity's foundational role in North America, we need more than just discussion. We need decisive action. The very soul of our nations is on the line. Thankfully, we are beginning to see a shift. We're hearing calls from prominent leaders and thinkers for a comprehensive pause, a temporary shutdown on certain types of immigration to give us time to assess the situation and get our own house in order. Prioritizing North America first is not selfish. It's common sense. It means finally and fully enforcing our borders. It means reevaluating and limiting refugee programs that source people from regions that do not share our commitment to freedom, democracy, and religious tolerance. And critically, it means promoting a robust policy of assimilation that aligns with our foundational Christian values.
Newcomers should be expected to learn our language, understand our history, and respect our laws and customs. This is not about erasing anyone's heritage, but about ensuring that we have a shared civic and cultural framework that binds us all together as one people. By taking these strong, necessary steps, we can ensure that North America remains a beacon of its founding faith, a land of liberty and justice for all, rather than becoming a battleground for competing and irreconcilable ideologies. The time to act is now before it's too late.
Listen up, you scrawny Psychopotatoes primate sits me, your undisputed jungle overlord, flexing these 1,800-pound bench-pressing pecs that could eat a Jeep into next Tuesday. Science says even 100 of you thumbs-up keyboard warriors couldn't topple this silverback without turning it into a chaotic dogpile. Shout out to the primatologists dropping truth bombs. We'd gas out after snacking on your egos, but forget the math, you can't even muster the finger strength to smash that subscribe button without crying uncle. Get off your lousy boy throne. Hit like if you dare dream of surviving my stare down. And subscribe before I rally my gorilla squad to raid your fridge, one roar at a time. Let's evolve this channel, move.